Dragon Ball has never really been the darkest anime out there, and it's actually pretty void of morbid content if you think about it. But there is a dark side to the Dragon Ball universe that we've only bared witness to a handful of times: the Future Trunks timeline. Future Trunks definitely has had the worst reality of all of the Z Fighters after losing everyone in his universe, and once he lost Gohan, he was the only one left. But what if there was a reality where future Gohan didn't attempt to fight the androids without Trunks and lived on to get stronger? This is another story by Young GG called Gohan and Trunks After, and as a result of Trunks' frequent travels through time, another timeline was born unbeknownst to anyone, and in this world, no time machine was made, so Gohan and Trunks are left to deal with the problem of the androids on their own. If you want to keep up with more awesome stories just like this one, be sure to go join the Dragon Ball Fan Manga Facebook page down below and subscribe here for more. 13 years before the start of our story, Goku has died from the heart virus since, in this timeline, Trunks didn't come back from the future to administer the antidote, and 6 months later, the androids would arrive and begin their reign of terror over the rest of the Z Fighters, but as we know, none of them will go on to survive. Our story starts off with Gohan in a city, and he meets a little girl and her mother after saving the little girl's balloon. She asks for Gohan to be her big brother, and even though her mother is very courteous to Gohan and assuring her daughter that he is too busy, Gohan agrees to play along anyway. After entertaining the little girl for some time, her mother thanks Gohan for taking the time out of his day to do such a thing, but the truth is, that break was as lighthearted as Gohan has felt in years, so he needed the break. The sad truth is that this little girl also had an older brother at one point who was, unfortunately, caught up in one of the android's many attacks and lost his life as a result. Before he leaves, Gohan is shown making a promise to Mirai that he will make a world where she can live safely and happily, and before the end of the scene, the two seal the promise with a pinky swear. In another city, the androids have begun another destructive rampage and are seen terrorizing citizens to no end. By the time Trunks shows up, the city has been torn to pieces by the androids, and the only thing that seems to be left besides debris is a little girl's stuffed rabbit, and it's clear that this destruction will continue no matter who is involved. Not too long after is when Gohan shows up, and Trunks tells him that the entire city and everyone in it were finished off by the androids. In a mist of tears, Trunks realizes that he has to become stronger if they have any hope of stopping this murder and destruction, but he needs Gohan to train him in order to make any progress. Gohan agrees, and Trunks vows to give it his all in order to become a warrior capable of protecting this world, but he is still very young at this time, so he wishes to keep his training secret from his mother Bulma. Once they are able to begin their training, Trunks actually impresses Gohan with how strong he is currently, even with the minimal training he's had up to this point, but it's to be expected of Vegeta's son. Their sparring session goes pretty well, as Trunks is a much more adept fighter than Gohan expected, but he still has much more to learn and able to keep pace with not only Gohan, but the androids as well. At a nearby amusement park in one of the only remaining cities, the androids have begun wreaking havoc once again, but Gohan and Trunks are prepared. They have actually been searching for the androids, and once they sense the explosion, a confrontation is about to be underway. Gohan and Trunks arrive before the androids, but the androids have seen this before, so they're not at all worried. Once the fight commences, Gohan wastes no time powering up the Super Saiyan, and he takes on 17 first. Unfortunately for Gohan, the power gap between he and the androids is still much too large, so he gets thrown around for a bit until it's shown that Gohan may have been hiding his true power, as he seems to be on equal footing with 17 after a while. As soon as Gohan starts gaining the upper hand, however, 18 steps in and diffuses the situation entirely. And then the onslaught starts as Gohan is pushed into a corner and thoroughly beaten by the duo. When Trunks attempts to step in, he's met by Android 18, who, even after all of his training with Gohan, is much stronger than Trunks is. 18 is about to finish Trunks with a powerful energy sphere, but Gohan steps in and is able to save Trunks just in time, but the androids won't accept anything less than destruction, so they instead try to destroy the entire park along with Gohan and Trunks all at the same time. It seems that the demolition has killed everyone, as the androids look around and have lost sight of Gohan and Trunks, but as Gohan looks around the corner of a building he was hiding behind, the absolute last thing he would ever wish to see is right before his eyes. The little girl who he had helped days prior is standing in front of the androids as the sole survivor of the amusement park massacre, and it would seem that her mother died in that last attack. Gohan is in complete shock as he sees the tearful little girl talking to Android 17, asking did he make her mother disappear. And of course he assures her that not only did he make her mother disappear, but soon her fate will be the same. Gohan appears from his hiding place and pleads with the androids to not involve a child in such violence, and he recalls the promise he made to her days before. The androids, however, are nothing more and nothing less than monsters, and without even considering Gohan's words, 17 launches his attack at the young girl and Gohan is too slow to stop it. And as if she was just some animal, 17 kills the little girl right before Gohan's eyes. In this world, there would have to be a different catalyst for an ascension since Android 16 doesn't exist, and after witnessing the life of an innocent child who had already been robbed of everything be taken away for mere fun, Gohan explodes in anger, and this one event, coupled with years of pain and hardship, have pushed Gohan's power to the pinnacle as he ascends beyond that of a Super Saiyan in his blind rage. This is Super Saiyan 2, future Gohan. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video, but fortunately for us, part 2 of this amazing work has just finished being translated, so I will be going over the next part very soon. Let me know what you guys think of future Gohan down below. I absolutely love the way this story ties together and how he obtained new power. I feel like training along with intense triggers are what make DBZ transformations so epic. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.